It's showtime.
Hey everyone, Django Fett here, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more, and this is a review for the Star Wars Insider The Fiction Collection Volume 1. So I just finished reading this, and I have a lot to say about this particular book. Now, I will be showing some B-roll footage, and I won't be spoiling any of the stories that are featured, but this volume, Volume 1, this is not published by Marvel Books. This is actually published by Titan Books. But it features 18 fully illustrated short stories from Darth Vader to Dash Rendar, which is a great one, to Darth Plagueis, and many others. Han Solo, Lando, that was a good one. Just featuring abundant cast members featured in a bunch of these short stories, which is awesome. Now, most of these stories are by many famous Legends authors, by Timothy Zahn, Christie Golden, Matthew Stover. You know the list. And if you didn't know, the Insider magazine was kind of like a monthly magazine that kind of featured a bunch of like things that were about the films, the Star Wars universe, facts about them, as well as featuring short stories. So each month they would feature short stories which were legends, and putting them on the Insider magazine. So that was pretty cool. And I've actually never read most of those short stories. There is one short story from Dawn the Jedi Into the Void that I did listen to just recently. So that's the only one, and also the Kenobi story. Those are really the only short stories that I can think of on the top of my head that I have read because they were part of the novels. Now, as you open this book, you're going to see the contents, and I'm going to be showing some footage. A bunch of these stories, and you're going to see the author, the artist, when it was published, and I'm kind of like a stickler about this, but I also like to see like when it was featured in the EU, like what is the timeline, like is it 18 years before the Battle of Yavin, is it 19 years after the Battle of Yavin? Like I kind of want to know the specifics, but it's whatever at this point. But if you didn't know, these short stories are pretty cool because not only do you get the short stories, but you get some amazing illustrations by artists like Jan Duursema, and many others. Like I can't think of them off the top of my head, but it's just like incredible artwork, as I'm pretty much showing in right now. Like it's just great stuff, and a bunch of short stories that I never even thought they would create. Like Dash Rendar, I just didn't even think that was even a thing or like possible or anything like that, but man, and even Darth Plagueis, I was just like, wow, these are just really cool, and the illustrations are just phenomenal. I feel like Titan Books really copied and emulated what would have been from the magazine into here, just incredibly well. So I got to give Titan Books a lot of credit for that. So you're going to get some really good EU stories that I've never experienced, and I think many of you have not experienced before if you have not read the Star Wars Insider magazine. So there is that. However, we're going to get into the criticism, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, but initial impressions. If you look at this book, it is very thin. It is an incredibly thin book at $25, and this is a hardcover, by the way. This is a hardcover, so it makes it more, the price is going up. But even comparing it to a regular paperback, and you know, I could grab one from over here in my collection over here. This is like not even worth it in comparison because the price is just too high just for this thin hardcover. Like this isn't even quantified as a regular paperback. Like I'll do some close-ups and so you guys can look at this. Like this is tiny. This is incredibly tiny. There's not 18 EU short stories. There's 13. And the rest, 6 of them being Disney canon short stories. So why does this have a Legends logo? And you're gonna call me EU purist, whatever. I don't care. If this has a Legends logo, I'm expecting Legends stories. And if you don't give me that, I'm gonna be pissed off. And I get it with like some of the novels they have. Towards the end of the book, you have like a short intro into a bunch of random Disney canon stories, and that's fine. Like a chapter or two, that's perfectly fine with the EU novels. I have no problem with that. You're getting the full package with those novels. You're not even getting the full package with this. You're getting 75% of the package. And then the rest is, you know, Disney canon stories. It's like, why not the full effort when it comes to publishing these books? Like, I don't understand that. And plus, they even put, like, towards the end, when they break it off into EU and the fiction, or the Disney canon, they say this little section. I'm showing you right now. The following stories represent tales from current continuity that ran from 2014 to 2017. And then if you look at Legends, it says 2011 to 2013. However, when you look at the list of EU short stories, there are a shit ton that are left over. So why in the world would you leave out so many Legend stories in favor of the Disney canon right away? I would understand if you're going to make another Disney canon short story, Star Wars Insider. That's perfectly fine. But don't give me Disney canon at the same time and expect me to love it as well. Like, this is infuriating stuff, man. This is really infuriating stuff. And, like, I find this completely unacceptable. I mean, you're getting some really good EU stories. Don't get me wrong. You're getting some really good ones. But this is Volume 1, and you could be filling it to the brim with even more content, more EU stories. We could be getting, like, 20, 30 EU stories in one volume. But at the rate this is going, we're going to have, like, 5 different volumes of the Insider, the fiction collection. We're going to have like 5 to 10 volumes. Like, this is just like, they're stretching this out so they can make more money from this. And, like, why not just create it from the Epic collection, how Marvel is doing? And I get it, it's a comic and it's much different. But at least put the effort, like how Marvel is doing. I gotta give credit to Marvel. Like, they're packing it to the brim with these awesome Epic collections and a great alternative to, like, people who can't get the omnibus, and because those are just, like, super hard to get. Like, I just don't understand it, and I don't know who to blame, Disney or Titan magazines. Like, I just don't understand this move, and it just really pisses me off. Really pisses me off. And it just really disappoints me as a fan. Really disappoints me. I find this practice completely unacceptable, and I was expecting totally EU stories. It says Legends, I'm expecting Legend stories. If you're gonna put Disney canon stories, I expect like maybe 2 or 3, but not like 6. And you have so much way to go to finish the entire short story collection. Like, I don't understand. They're just trying to stretch this out so we can buy into it. Like, oh, there's Legends, we should buy it, and be suckered into it. Like, no, this is completely unacceptable to me, and I'm not gonna buy it anymore. No, no way. And then they kind of gave it away with the second volume. They already announced it, and it says on the page that, oh, this is gonna feature Disney canon stories as well. Like, come on. Like, when I found out there was like a bunch of Disney canon stories in this, I was just like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even bother reading them for me, but I read all the Legend stories. I had a good time, but it's just like, you could be like, just make it a bigger hardcover, fill it to the brim with stories, and just like, this seems like extortion to me, man. And I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I don't care. This is kind of like my honest opinion when it comes to this. And when you expect Legends, you should be getting Legend stories, not like 3/4 of the experience. I want the full experience. And as Legends fans, we demand more. We demand good, if not great stories, and we've always gotten that. Some of them have not been great. You know, there's been some bad stories here and there. Don't get me wrong. But overall, we've had a great experience when it comes to the Legends. So, I'm gonna be honest, but the Star Wars Insider the Fiction Collection Volume 1 gets a... It's a shame, man. It really is a shame, and I'm planning to return this, man. I really am. I've been waiting for this a while, and I've been really excited, but this is unacceptable. As EU fans, we demand the best, and great content, and a bunch of content at that. And we're just not getting that with this. Don't get me wrong, there are some really good stories in here, but I'm gonna wait till they have like an epic collection and they don't have all these Disney canon stories at the same time. Like, I want the pure Legends collection. So thank you guys so much for watching. That was my quick review of the Insider Volume Collection. I'm gonna be planning to do some more Star Wars stuff. Don't worry, I have plenty of Star Wars stuff. Lots of reviews coming up. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video till the end. Don't forget to please like this video, comment down below if you've read it or you're excited for this. Let me know in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, if you haven't already. And I'll see you, my fellow Mandarin brothers and sisters, next time. Oh, yeah.